Hello, welcome back to Digimon Cyber Sleuth. I am Boncho Pixel Doctor.
I am Boncho Fexic.
Boncho Deadlock.
And I am Boncho Harukamon.
I was so ready to yell at you because I thought you were going to ruin it.
Yeah, I
How was
pointed
I
to
gonna
A's
ruin
getting
it?
the fifth name, and she very casually shook her head at me, and I think rolled her eyes on the inside.
How was I gonna ruin it, Zach? Like,
Just not say Boncho.
With Get Star Boncho AJ.
There were 5 Bonchos, and you ruined it.
Oh, so sad for you.
It is.
oh yeah, by the way, Zach, I do recommend you do
I'm
the
too
side
Boncho
quests.
Ex Bonch you?
God dang it. Really, Chris?
Huh?
Did you really have to go with that pun?
What pun?
Never mind.
He doesn't even notice the pun he made.
I really didn't.
He's reached his next evolution as a dad.
It's becoming second
Power
nature.
before his might.
Oh, we do have some quests here.
Yeah,
You
oh,
should
the
do
number
the number one
no,
gamer
number one
first.
gamer. I had to do that one. I gotta set my standard here. Hold on. Oh, where am I going?
I think I know what this one's about.
Would help if I knew where. Access the game. What?
I think it's upstairs, like the
Yeah.
arcade area.
Also, I
yeah.
think you might want to heal.
That is also true, actually.
No, you don't need to heal.
Especially because Rivemon is just at max level, so they're never going to get a refresh anymore.
The downside to my grinding.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you pay for your hubris and power.
How dare you?
But hey, at least your power is not removed by cutting your hair. You're not as weak as Samson.
Samson?
Didn't he have to wait years in a prison cell for it to grow back and get his strength back?
I don't ever think he got his power back. I do know that he was
I don't think he
betrayed.
got it back. I think he got it back. He got it back with like one last divine intervention, and that was to literally bring the house down on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
It's
here
like
we
But I
go.
do know that he was
Divine
betrayed by his by his lover.
Yeah, Delilah.
Yeah,
Which-
that's how it got cut.
I don't know
Mhm.
what you're referring to.
It's a story from the
Mythology.
Old Testament.
Okay.
Which is
that-
also which I actually had a fun time in Fate Samurai Remnant as he pops up in there.
MJ loves the Fate series. He'll bring it up whenever he gets a chance to.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fun series. Like,
Eventually, I'll watch the anime. I just haven't gotten there. I haven't been watching much recently.
okay, you can either watch the anime or do the VNs. The VNs have different routes and different stories.
I'm just gonna watch the anime. That's just easier.
Fair. But we can podcast while you play the VN.
Pretty much got. I mean, honestly, if we keep podcasting when we do things like this, though that being said, I am getting more and more excited to return to Hoenn for our Nuzlocke because again, that's just one of my favorite regions. But
Me too.
Soon
He's
TM.
eagerly awaiting the days when you say, "Hey, dudes, we're about to start."
Yep.
Now, we
I
gotta
like
get-
Cohen too, but I don't like Nuzlocks.
Well, that phrase will be said when we get this done. Excuse me, if I could say. I want to open this chest first.
How?
Sir, I will fight you in a minute.
The greatest grappler in the game.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. Okay. I was wondering, like, Leomon's got some weird Digivolutions.
And all of them die.
He's never safe. I don't know. I don't know how.
No, he even has a form that doesn't even have Leo in its name.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Yeah,
probably
because
die.
there's this one there. So base Leomon can go either to this or to Panyamon, which is basically just a white and blue Leomon. And then I think both of them can turn into Boncho Leomon.
Marsmon is not in this game, is it?
No matter what he turns into, though, he never survives.
I don't. I think. No, there are only 3 of the Olympian Digimon here.
Mm.
Because I know
Digimon-
Neptunemon is here, and then so are Minervamon and Marukimon. I'm pretty sure those are the only three.
Digimon have so many cool designs that most of these games don't utilize enough of them. Yeah, you know what? That's a sacrifice you have to make when you have that many cool designs.
Mm-hmm.
Have mail.
So I think some people think it's actually modding this game on Steam to actually include some more of those Digimon.
Yeah, I've seen.
Like someone actually got Gigadramon in here.
Yeah, they look really cool.
That's the nice thing about PC
Truly.
gaming.
Truly, the greatest thing about PC being better than its competitors. Mwah.
This is why we can't have these
The
The only
conversations.
problem with it is that if something happens, you have to go through tooth and nail to figure out what little mistake happened.
Generally, you don't even need to do that. It's really easy to check if there's where the specific problem is.
That or just uninstalled mods.
That, yeah.
Well, I mean, like not even with mods, like just like the game itself when you're having issues with it. And
Oh, wait. Wrong way for the elevator.
Also, you know, Zach,
or you
since,
could just go down the
since,
stairs.
since I've got you captured here, which of the Drakengard characters is your favorite in front of these people?
It's not even relevant, and I hate them all now. I guess the best one's the child, because they're literally just a child. Like, they haven't done anything wrong.
Yet.
I can't even question it, because they're all fucking terrible.
What are you talking about? They're not all terrible people.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
I haven't even played the games, and I know they are.
And they just,
Also, you said like 2 or 3 episodes ago that they're all terrible people.
Yes, they
yes,
are all
and
terrible
he described
people.
them in the Discord chat a couple days ago.
Yep, and you know,
The one guy I thought was a good guy was arguably the worst.
yeah, that's the best. I have to admit that was fucking hilarious. Oh man, I really like this guy. He's super nice. Well, you sure about that, Zach? Yeah, why?
Day ruined immediately after. Me when I didn't know, me when I knew.
Yeah.
God, it took me all of one sentence to ruin my mood.
I know, right?
You're gonna
On
make
top
me
of him being combined with Fairy, which, you know, Fairy is like torturous to be around.
Celtic fairies,
Yeah,
European
Celtic
fairies.
Fae are terrible.
Yeah, they are not kind. I mean, to be fair, that one was actively asking for you to murder children too. So
She wasn't asking you to murder them.
I'm pretty sure she
She
was.
just benefited from it.
You weren't paying attention, were you?
I was not.
You were supposed to try to.
Do you want the answer, Zach? Since you weren't paying attention.
No, hold on. Uh-oh. Hello there.
Speaking of Minervamon,
I was about to say so myself.
Oh yeah, no. The answer, by the way, Zach, is any answers you choose would lead to this problem.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially like she'll correct you the first 2 times, but that last question, it's all paths lead to hell.
Yep.
Yeah, I felt like I kept choosing the answer that was different from the other ones, thinking that would be the solution. That apparently I was wrong. So roughly, where are we in terms of the game so far? Like percentage-wise, what would you say?
Yes.
We're in
well,
chapter 7, 8.
Yeah.
One of those. I think 8.
Or well, yeah, we're chapter 7 right now. which means we're less than halfway through the chapters.
Yeah, there's 20 of them.
Oh boy. Well, there's Minervamon. Ah, I see the problem. Okay.
But does the problem see you?
Probably not. The problem's inanimate,
Is it though?
as far as I can tell. So let's go this way.
Loot.
HP restraint chip. That would have been helpful a while ago, but a little late now for that.
Well, to be fair, you also just powered through everything.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Can't hear you. Can't hear your negative thoughts.
Yeah. You're harsh in the vibes, Deadlock.
Kill them all.
Listen to what I have to say. You know, you're not gonna hear me out anyway.
Nope. How dare you hurt a kid? But you know what? Since I brought up terrible characters in gaming, who's your
Oh.
favorite characters in gaming?
Where are you? Oh, you're... Okay. You are typeless.
So we'll start with Chris on that. Chris, who is your favorite terrible character?
In gaming?
Yes.
Terrible character? I mean, I might need more of a rubric to go on than that.
Very bad people. Actually unredeemable people.
Irredeemable people. I'm trying to like access all of my little mental folders of all the games I've played.
Yeah, it's a large library.
I was gonna say, like, we could probably do a draft list just with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
A good draft list.
Yeah, I think I might actually reserve that and just make
Don't
a
we
motion
already
to-
have that as part of the roulette?
It's part of the. I would count it as part of the antagonist, unless they want to do that separately. That's just irredeemable people in gaming.
Yeah, because I mean, because
this
there
can
could
be
be
still good guys.
yeah, I mean, because I'm with MJ. There could be some people who, like, as far as their alignment go, would be considered good or are aligned with your character's interests, but they can still be like fucking horrible people.
Yeah.
Yep. Dragon Guard
Alright,
proves that one pretty solidly.
I'll add it to the list. Unfortunately, the roulette decides what topic we go with next.
AJ just said she might actually throw in with that one.
Maybe I'll think about it.
It's up to you.
I like a lot of terrible people, so
AJ's an expert, apparently.
are you okay? Breathe, baby, breathe.
Another quest done.
He's in the driver's seat.
Life advances pretty slowly in this game, it feels like.
I mean, to be fair, you can actually skip all of this and go straight to the main story. I'm just
Yeah, but
having you do the side
yes.
quests.
But it does get me stuff that it makes things a little nicer. Well, the red ones I have to do, right?
Yeah, the red ones
yeah.
you have to do.
Yeah. The red ones are story driven. Blues and yellows are optional. I think purples are DLC, and were greens, I think.
The greens, I think,
Greens
are
are
the ones...
from the farm.
Yeah. So they're just like grinding quest. So I'm not really worried about those. This is a 1-star quest for food.
Oh, I know this one.
Food!
Hello, my friends. Chinese restaurant, sushi restaurant, tea house. A great place. Nanaka building. Nokia just wants her egg rice.
So you know what to do, Zach?
Yeah, it seems like I'm just gonna be here, but I just don't remember where the restaurants
Okay, go
all
back.
are.
Well, there's some. Yeah, there was some back that way.
Is there?
Yeah, there's 2 up here.
Yes.
Oh, what, up here?
Yeah, 1 right there.
Yeah, child.
Actually, no, it's gonna flip the zones. Here it means to hit the wall attached with custom.
I mean, he kind of has good logic. To it, right?
He does,
Hole in
but
the wall restaurants are great.
it also depends if. Oh, Mapo too. Dofu. So this is probably the Chinese restaurant. I've had Mapo tofu. It was pretty good, but it wasn't spicy. It was sweet. It was weird.
Not the biggest tofu fan.
I'm not usually, but sometimes I can eat it. But the Mapo tofu, it goes well
To be
with.
fair, it also depends on what you put with it because
Yeah, like if there is like it goes up there in that category of foods where like if there's nothing else available and I will literally fucking die if I don't get something in my system, I'll gladly indulge tofu. But if I have other options, I'm probably going to go with one of them.
Mapo tofu is just good because the Mapo tofu is supposed to be spicy, but tofu, because it doesn't really hold the flavors too well, it's nice to kind of help get the spice off your tongue a little bit, so it's a good like mix there.
Now, fun fact: one of the Fate games actually has a Mabu
Here we go again.
tofu. Well, no, it's actually specifically rated in Mabu tofu. There's an entire minigame in which you have to eat it inside of like 60 seconds, and the character is attempting to do that without being lit on fire because it's ultra spicy. Back, Zach, you missed the other restaurant.
I keep trying to go looking
Yes,
for the
you
other
did.
restaurants, and
It's right across the way.
that one's a little harder to see.
That's just because camera angles.
Oh, yeah. Curry.
And the last one I will let you hunt down.
I tried mackerel sushi the other day. I was not a fan. Would not get again. Not the other day. the other
Mackerel
week.
it's a weird taste because it's a saltier fish.
It just wasn't good. It was a weird. Yeah, I wouldn't do it again.
I usually like to go for tuna.
I agree. But regular, not white tuna. I tried that one too. Not great on that.
Tuna can be okay. It depends on what they do with it. I usually go for spicy tuna. And now I'll let you go hunt the last place down, Zach. So good luck.
We're still dealing with our order. Chill.
Neapolitan. Have you guys ever tried making Neapolitan pasta before?
No.
It is. I've made it once before. I think I used too much ketchup. It was very odd.
Why is ketchup an ingredient in pasta?
Specifically
That's-
Neapolitan pasta.
So in Naples they use ketchup.
I guess that's what the recipe called for. Ketchup. Look it up.
Yeah.
You get a question made. Ask like I
It's
don't.
Japanese. It's Japanese ketchup spaghetti.
Then why is it called Neapolitan?
Because that's what they called it.
Well, technically, it's actually considered spaghetti Neapolitan, but
I mean, either way, like when you say Neapolitan, it means like from Naples, Italy.
No, not Neapolitan ice cream.
Is that not what it means?
No. Neapolitan ice cream is just 3 flavors of ice cream together.
Oh, right, but the word Neapolitan means from Naples.
Yeah, but when it comes to food, it's a little bit more hesitant.
Oh, well, see, now they're just bending the rules.
You are too strict with the rules.
That's
You gotta-
that
Chris,
is language
we've been-
in a nutshell.
Chris, we've been over this so
Okay.
many times. You got to loosen up with this kind of shit, man.
No. See, because if I tell you, like, chicken Parisian, you can get in your head, okay, it's some kind of chicken dish from Paris. Same thing. If you tell me, like, spaghetti Neapolitan, I'm assuming spaghetti
3
or some
flavors.
similar dish from Naples.
yeah, in this case, it was actually made supposedly by
I don't think most
the
people
head
know.
chef at the new Grand Hotel in Yokohama.
I don't think most people know what Neapolitan means, because I sure didn't.
But it was originally designed. It was made by the head chef of the new Grand Hotel in Yokohama, who was inspired by how spaghetti and tomato sauce dish served to the American military. But since tomato sauce is a rare ingredient at the time, they use ketchup.
The
Interesting.
Japanese do use a lot of ketchup in their dishes. That exploding omelet rice thing that I made. That sauce is actually a ketchup sauce.
Huh.
And he
AJ,
named
regarding
it
the
Neapolitan
ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah, regarding the Neapolitan ice cream, apparently comes from its presumed origins of Naples, Italy. Presumed, not confirmed.
So it's a lost knowledge we don't know.
At least that's what a quick search is doing. I'd have to look deeper into it before I actually get a definitive answer. That's just a quick one.
But they used ketchup because they didn't have tomato sauce, and they called it spaghetti Neapolitan or Napoli after Naples, Italy.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. At least it's calling back to the old. I don't know if ketchup originates from.
Maybe it wasn't first made there, but it harkens back to it at the very least.
Yep, and it's actually one of the 2 dishes that are still very popular amongst Western influenced food in Japan. The other one being spaghetti with meat sauce.
I had that a lot growing up.
They still have it these days.
Oh, it's right here.
Good.
I tried the Neapolitan once. I think I used too much ketchup because it was very overwhelming, and I didn't have enough mushrooms and stuff to kind of fight the flavor.
Yeah, you don't want it drowning in it. You want it.
Well, it was the first time I made it. I didn't know how much I was supposed to use.
Well, most of the Japanese dishes, you're not really supposed to use actual American-bought ketchup. You're supposed to make a ketchup because the ketchup we use tastes so different than what we buy here in America.
Mm-hmm.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, you have to actually make your own ketchup sauce, which it doesn't take too long.
I've seen some videos on it.
Not
It's not
that
the hardest
hard.
thing to do, but
It just more steps into it.
Yeah, it's more
One of my
steps.
favorite things to do is make your own mayonnaise.
I've done that once.
I like onigiri.
And you add a little bit of sriracha, so you got sriracha mayonnaise.
I want to try onigiri with the plum or something. I haven't had true onigiri.
It's literally just sticky rice and
It's just sticky
Shapes.
rice molded into a ball or something that's easy to transport.
and then you can either fill it with something or fry it in butter. So
Yep. Oh, jelly donut.
I was going
it's
to
literally
say,
just
MJ.
sticky rice and steak.
Yeah, we actually have they sell onigiri presses that I think we have we have 3 sizes, or is it?
You know, we have 3 different sizes. Yeah.
They're really nice. Little bit of mirin dressing, maybe sprinkle some Parmesan in with the rice.
Oh, that sounds good. I might have to go to the local ramen place and try it and see if they have it there. Actually, I can just look.
There's if your if your grocery store has a couple of aisles dedicated specifically to Asian food, Nishiki Nishiki is the best kind of rice that we've found for that.
I think we have that. Asian foods have really been kicking off, so.
Yeah, Nishiki. I think it's marketed as ramen rice, but it's the short grain stuff, and it lends itself better to onigiri than does its long grain counterpart.
Sometimes they just call it sushi rice too.
Yes, sushi rice, ramen rice. It's you really can't go wrong.
Same difference, really. So much plot happening, but we're just podcasting.
Talking about food.
It's delicious.
Making everyone hungry.
Bank expansion drive. Cool. Not that that's relevant to me, any, but hey.
Oh, so last night, speaking of food, I went over to my local supermarket before they closed up the deli counter to get a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, they didn't have chicken tenders because I was going to get hot honey chicken tenders.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about
that
this
hot honey
yesterday.
sauce is absolutely delicious.
Hot honey is so
But they didn't have that, unfortunately. They ran out of chicken tenders and they didn't have any others. So they asked me, "What do you want?" And I decided to go with something one of the other guys back there had suggested at one point, which was do a Philly cheesesteak, but have them put mushrooms in with it and mix it with a little bit of the hot honey sauce. It's
Not
so
the
good.
Not the biggest mushroom fan myself, but everything else about that sounds nice.
I love mushrooms, so it sounds good to me.
And also, Why don't you check out the shop, Zach?
What, this one?
Yeah. And buy some T-shirts.
I've already bought some t-shirts.
Buy more. Buy them all.
I might as well, honestly. I have no reason not to.
Well, yeah, you don't because
You gonna
You're
complain
too
every
late.
time? You gonna complain every time, Della? Huh?
well, I mean, fine. There goes all your money.
Like I said, it's not like I need the money for anything at this point. So I came here.
Child.
Oh, I thought the.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if they have it down over by you, Chris, but if you check out your deli counter, they might do hot honey sandwiches, which, if they do, it's absolutely wonderful. It's the right amount of spice with cinnamon.
You can just get a hot honey sauce.
That too. I think it's Mike's makes it. You know, the same guys who make Mike's hot sauce.
The only hot sauce that's not hot honey that I've tried that I liked was Valentine's or Valentines or something like that. Valentina's.
Fair.
I tried it and it was pretty good.
An invisible slasher.
I was
Is
paying
it the hash slinging slasher?
Bash pinging.
Mash singing?
rash pinging.
Yes, sir.
He's excited. There's more Digimon to be had.
He craves attention.
Only on days that end in Y.
Imagine how good like a full Digimon game would be if they had like I don't know, like all the effort I want. I don't know. I guess I just want a very specific kind of Digimon game. That's really all I'm saying.
Well, hit up
I'll hit up Bandai.
Bandai Namco. Get on their newsletter.
Yeah. Guys, I got some recommendations. I feel like they roll a dice to decide, and that's how they decide on how good the games they want the game to be. All right, we rolled. We got a 6. We got to make sure this is a 6 out of 10, everybody. Give them long hallways and mazes to deal with. Good commentary, Deadlock.
We did that for 4.
It's all right. Do it again. We'll call it nostalgia.
Aye, aye, sir.
Did you say Shibuya? Oh no, Shinjuku.
Go back there.
I gotta go back to the ominous feeling.
Yep. And probably get stabbed.
I'm hoping.
Or shot.
I'm hoping.
Well, no, it's a slasher. It's gonna stab or cut you.
What if he shoots knives?
That's still stabbing you. That's just at range stabbing. It's like javelins.
Yeah, but-
Range stabbing.
Yes. I mean, what else do you call
I
javelin?
mean, well, what if you put a knife on the end of the stick and you jab it into someone? That is a ranged stab.
Yeah.
I mean, bullets technically stab, but we call it shooting.
A burn mark.
Yeah.
Birds parties. Say anything else? Just a note you found there? Nope. What's wrong? Something kill off again. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care.
They do.
Are you done?
Give me more of the shine.
Oh, that is a mess.
Feel the murderous intent again. Dodge it. Dodge it again. You're too slow.
You get whatever the hell that is on your turret.
I had to hit him with it. Figure out what's going on. They're using reflections to their advantage.
Oh, that's
One boy, it's super tall factory route in London. That's at the center of our incident. Basically, there were cars parked nearby, and the seriously had the parts of them melted in. Also,
You're dodging while she's talking about history.
yeah,
By the way, this is a real building, by the way.
yes,
Yeah.
I believe it.
bitch.
The flashlight that's very much about they're probably dealing with lasers. They are an ordinary laser pointer. Talking about only weapon grade lasers could have such a deep burn.
Is he not presentable at all?
No, look at his mouth, babe.
Okay, well,
Still dodging it.
here.
We're dodging the laser beams, which our character is like insanely fast.
Well, I think you died.
Not you. I want you to.
We're going right back to them through laser.
I got it.
Imagine
Cut
if
the
it
bullet
wasn't
and went
though.
right back to them.
Imagine if it didn't. You just got shot and died.
It'd be a tragic end for me. Oh, clock mom. Okay. Get out of here.
Tick tock, tick tock. I actually do kind of like Clockmon's design.
It's
Oh,
simple.
he's dead, unfortunately.
I mean, not like it matters. I could get a clockmon at any point if I really want to.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you get all the Digimon?
I almost did.
Can't.
Yeah, also I can't. Hello, Tankmon. Oh,
Those are very much Bakemon.
yep.
Pokemon.
Bakemon.
More like baked mon, am I right?
I baked him in the light of God.
No, I think you just punched him.
Hello? Why are
Who
you
are we
walking
baking with
away?
Divine Providence?
We punched some ghosts.
Hitting them right in the soul.
Aren't they all soul? Oh, alright, so he was shooting stuff but didn't intentionally mean to, I guess?
Yeah, he's just wanting target practice, but they're somehow shooting into the real world.
Hold on. At least that's a simple solution.
You sure about that?
Detective government dog! I'm never going back to the ATF!
Well, sir, there seems to be a misunderstanding here.
It's just a police detective, sir.
He's a government dog.
That
Alright,
sounded-
put him
How could you
down.
sell that to the government?
Also, that
Man, that
is
did
very-
literally nothing. Also, you're out of SP again.
Well, it's
You
fine.
can wait.
And you missed. You
How did I-
missed. How could you miss? He was right there.
This is unfortunate.
In the dry land.
Oh.
Just want to see something. Okay.
I mean, wouldn't it be more productive to actually just...
I-
Well, he was testing it. There you go, got him.
Yeah, I really wasn't worried. Listen, he made me do it.
No,
He
I was
didn't give
worried
me a
more about
choice.
your SP than anything.
I'm not really worried about it. More than open to be tired off, I know. My dude, you misunderstand. You made me have to kill an innocent Digimon. I mean, it's fine. They come back as Digi-Eggs, so it's not really a huge problem.
Yeah. Well, that one specifically
Not
said he was
here.
designed by the military to be a weapon dude.
Ah, you know.
Yeah,
He
he
didn't-
was and he was being sick of being a weapon.
And look what you did, Zach. You forced him to be a weapon. You forced him to kill.
To be fair, it wasn't my fault. It was the detective's fault.
It's all
Wonder
your
what-
fault.
I wonder what country Madayoshi's talking about.
Who did it? Stick the shine to you. Tell the truth. There's actually one other thing flashlight could have been. Instead of... Is it supposed to be Mazer? I've never seen that.
Yeah. Mazers are a type of. Let me pull it up because the internet can describe it better than I can.
I was gonna say because I know they actually exist.
I've never heard of a Mazer.
I am
before.
not a wordsmith.
Basically, a maser is a laser operating in the microwave region of electromagnetic spectrum.
Oh, okay. Oh,
As
Microwave
opposed to like
laser.
a normal laser that you would think
Yeah,
of
so
infrared
it's
or whatever.
yeah. So it's a laser in the microwave frequency. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the M.
Yeah, it makes sense. I guess a laser is a laser in the visible light frequency.
Correct.
Makes sense. Well, because I know laser's an acronym.
It is.
What is it? Light amplification something. I forget.
It's been a minute. I think it's light amplification by simulated emission of radiation.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know. I've heard the acronym
Yeah.
before. I just forgot what it was. Oh, hey, she's back.
Yes,
One-
it's a
Back
one that's
again.
really. It's just your friendly Kishibe, the one who may or may not have been working with Jimmy Ken.
Tell a friend.
The one that makes me feel tired every time she speaks.
That is what she do.
Yeah, she does it. Yeah, she does have a very like
A sleepy vibe.
sleepy voice.
Calming voice.
No, it just sounds like she's perpetually speaking through a yawn.
Yeah. Would make a good Snorlax.
I don't think that's entirely how that works, but okay.
No, I mean the voice. I mean like the voice sounding.
I guess
Can I
it
help you?
depends. Most of the time, Snorlaxes have deep voices, so...
Snorlax.
Well, I mean, if you can remember how it sounded in Melee when you got it out, it had a very deep, almost menacing
Oh,
kind of...
I remember from Brawl.
It's probably a very similar voice, I don't remember Brawl specifically.
Definitely deep and guttural.
Yeah, that's... Eventually, I'll do Brawl. Delic, you're gonna help me with that.
Oh boy.
You and me are gonna do Subspace Emissary.
Oh, we're
and
gonna co-op through the.
We're gonna do
co-op through the entire thing.
We're gonna...
I'm here too.
Subspace is only for 2 people.
That's lame.
I mean, that's how it's always been.
But it's the rules of nature.
It was discriminatory then. It's discriminatory now.
I mean, we could always take turns.
I mean, if you want, it would get through the project pretty fast that way. I'll do a day with Deadlock, and then during Chris's days, I can do it with him. That being said, Chris, next we're doing Turok anyway, so
Yeah.
it's our backup plan for if these 2 don't show up.
Wow, you're more empty than a normal CEO, which is actually impressive.
I thought she was
It's funny because it's funny because they have no souls.
I thought she was like the assistant. I didn't realize she was the CEO.
Yeah, no, she's the head of she's the head of the company after Mr. Kamishiro died.
Ah, okay. I thought
essentially.
I understand now. She's got a very flowery kind of appearance with like around her, so I feel like she's gonna have Rosemon on her team. Because Lord knows we're gonna have to fight her.
Do you want me to tell you?
No, I wanna wait. I wanna wait on that.
Yeah, let him discover that one, Deadlock.
Yeah. That's
she's
why I
either gonna
asked. That's why I asked.
She's either gonna have a very flowery motif or something completely opposite of it. Like something very, very sharp and like mannish looking, like more masculine. That's just my guess. I don't know. If I had guessed 3 Pokemon,
I don't believe you're far away from finding out though.
If I had to guess, I feel like she's gonna have one of the versions of Rosemon, probably the second one, where it's like a white and pink kind of aesthetic. I feel like she might have Lilithmon, and then I don't know about the third one.
Rosemon Blast Mode?
I guess so. I don't know.
Burst mode. Yeah.
Oh, burst mode. That's what.
And then probably Mastamon is my last choice. I would say. That's my guess. I might be completely off base, but that's my guess. Or if she doesn't have that far along of a team, probably something like in those lines, like close to those lines.
I will say there is no Mastamon.
Mastamon's in this game.
No, I mean but she doesn't have it.
Why would you tell me that? I specifically said.
Because he's Deadlock and he can't help himself.
That is the one thing I will say.
He told you not to say anything.
And I said it anyways.
You're the worst. I said no spoilers, and you gave me spoilers. May have been a minor spoiler, but still a spoiler. You know, Deadlock, I hope you get Trico in our Nuzlocke.
I wouldn't be against it, honestly, because you forget there's a lot of things that have water type.
I couldn't really think of anything else, and unfortunately Trico's actually is better in Gen 3 than Gen 4, because Leaf Blade is special.
If we're being honest, Blaziken's probably the worst of the 3 in that gen.
I still think it's good to have.
At least if we're a Nuzlocke. There are so many things that kill a Blaziken.
Gen 3 is probably going to be one of the harder ones, just going through it as a whole. Just because every gym leader can be pretty difficult.
For one reason or another, if you get stuck with a Torchic, that is going to be horrible for Roxanne. And a little bit for...
Entirely possible Roxanne will eliminate one of us. She's probably one of the harder first gyms.
Really depends on what you start with.
I'm just saying in general, though.
Yeah, the hardest would be Brock if we started with Charmander.
I mean, apparently Faulkner's pretty tough, I gotta say.
Yeah. But you at least get plenty of answers to answer him when you eventually get up to him.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
His voice is starting to develop more.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Finally at Chapter 8. Jesus. I from what I saw, because I was looking at not Pokemon, Digimon Survive earlier.
Mm.
It does have a similar format to this, because this is kind of like a visual novel a little bit in a way. I think this just has more gameplay, but I did see that Digimon Survive actually does have some like RPG gameplay to it.
Huh.
It just seems to be pretty minimal.
It's done in SRPG style.
Alright, in English, please.
Strategy RPG, Fire Emblem.
Okay, thank you.
But the biggest way to describe it is basically you have the RPG elements of going into battles and doing stuff like that, which you can grind in them if you want to. But for Digimon to evolve them, you get special items too, or they evolve during the story if they're one of your specific Digimon. And the fun fact is, the main character's Digimon actually digivolves differently based on what path you are. Basically, if you want to cooperate with Digimon, if you don't want to, or if you want to do violence.
See, I like that. I like a little variation with some of my things. Digimon, my problem with Digimon, it's not really an issue, it's more of a me thing. But, at least in this game, it feels it's definitely too easy to get, anything and everything you want here. So I like a bit more of a challenge and, like, a specific line, so you gotta kind of grind it out a little bit. Because here, you can get one thing, and then it can become anything else.
Yeah, and there's actually one Digivolution.
Up and down.
Yeah, but
there's actually one Digivolution that's hidden behind a the true route of the game, which you can only get on the side.
Which is fine. It's okay to have some secrets. We were talking about that before.
But yeah, you basically have 3 routes. You have the Moral, which is Vaccine, Wrathful, which is Virus, and Harmony, which is Data. And just because it's early on, you start with Agumon, obviously, so you can probably guess out which ones are which.
Well, Virus would probably go Skull Greymon, maybe become Black War Greymon? No?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, regular probably becomes War Greymon?
Yeah, no, regular goes for War. Regular goes down the Greymon line.
Okay.
To War Greymon, So,
I'm guessing the Vaccine line is going to be the Rise Greymon and Geo Greymon and stuff like that.
I was going to say Shine Greymon, but I don't know.
Nope.
Well, yeah, Shine Greymon's the end of it.
Oh, well, I don't know.
So the
Geo Rise Shine.
that is not the route it goes down. For the data type, it's a data type. It's red.
Tyrannobon?
Yes.
Okay, if it goes down Tyrannobon line.
Oh.
Yeah, Tyrannobon,
Okay,
Triceramon, into Dino Rexmon.
Okay.
And then the other one starts with Tuskmon.
I don't think is Tuskmon in this one?
Maybe? Let me look.
What does it look like? I don't...
Green with tusks. They're like horns off of its back.
Oh yeah, I remember this thing. This thing has like the horn, like the big giant horns growing out of its back that go past its head.
Okay, I guess it's not in this game then, so... I couldn't have guessed it then.
Yeah, I remember this thing. I will post it in the...
I already posted it.
Yeah, okay.
But it goes that route, then goes into Megadramon and Machinedramon.
Oh, I think I've seen it before. But only rarely. It's kind of stupid looking, actually. At least in that picture it is.
Well, that's just the picture of that's when it digivolves. Your character looking up as it digivolves.
That's also just the art.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. That's not the person looking up. That's clearly the art style they chose for this.
But and if you go down the secret route, there's actually 2 secret ones. One you can only get if you go through the game 3 times.
Oh, I don't have the patience for that.
Oh boy, it's one of those.
Yeah, so you have to do each route once, basically.
No, you don't have to. It's just like if you beat the game 3 times.
Well,
there's 4 routes.
You don't have to, but that's basically what they want you to do.
And technically there's 4 routes, so... Because there's moral, wrathful, harmony, and then truthful.
And those are?
Basically, moral is, are you following a strict set of morals to complete this? Wrathful is, are you just an asshole? And harmony is, are you working with your Digimon? Are you trying to work together to fix this for all Digimon and stuff?
I meant the paths, like the Digivolve paths you were talking about.
Yeah, so moral is Greymons, wrathful is Tuskmons, and harmony is Tyrannomons.
These cutscenes are taking a while here this
And
time.
the secret ones?
And the secret ones are Omnimon, which is only on the moral route,
Okay, fair enough.
Makes sense.
and then Fanglongmon.
Okay.
Who?
Fanglongmon.
I feel like I've heard it, but maybe it's just because I heard Fang Long before.
Apparently
Also known
it's
as
called
Honglongmon.
Yeah. Okay, this is a thing.
Oh, I think I've seen this before looking through the decks. Huh. It is very not impressive, I gotta say.
No, it's just a god.
Doesn't really, aside it being gold, doesn't really seem like one to me.
Okay, well here's ruin mode.
Alright, now that's pretty demonic.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, no, and that's not the only Digimon. That's just your partner's Digimon. Yep.
I hope you're showing
You
the
playing-
audience this also, just for it, so
No,
they
make
know
them look
what
up.
we're talking about.
No, make him look it up.
But there's also some free evolutions that you can go to. Specifically, when you go to Mega Digimon, if I remember correctly. Or rather, Champion, Ultimate, and Mega have a free evolution in which you can get to them. But yeah, no, or rather, sorry, this is free Digimon, which are basically Digimon you can recruit onto your side by talking to them. They can go Cyclonemon, Skullgreymon into Spinomon.
Yeah, I said Skullgreymon, you said no.
This is because technically that's not for your Digimon.
It's weird to me that that's not. Whatever, they can do what they want.
Also, Skullgreymon into what?
Skullgreymon into Spinomon.
Spinomon.
Yes, I'm posting a picture here in a second.
I don't think I've heard of Spinomon before.
Well,
And it's up.
basically a Spinosaurus where the spines are replaced with knives.
That is
Yeah.
okay. No, that is if Spinosaurus had a baby with a Ceregios.
It has no. That's if he had a baby with a set of kitchen knives.
Yeah.
Kitchen knives? Those are, dude. Those are way too big for freaking
Yeah, because
kitchen
it's
knives.
his spine. He's a big boy.
And here
those are
is
practically Bowie knives.
Also,
and here's
Deadlock, we've
Cyclonomon
all
for the
seen,
ones who haven't seen it.
Deadlock, we have all seen the Meowscular chef prepare a meal. I don't want to hear about a kitchen knife being too big.
That guy's in this game. Cyclomon,
you're fair
I think
enough.
this dude's called.
Yeah, Cyclomon.
Yeah.
He's alright.
He's weird.
I'm not crazy about him.
I mean, he's good weird.
Eh, he doesn't really do anything for me.
Magnitude.
But
I know-
one
I
of the
know
partner
he-
Digimon is also Falcomon.
I was gonna say I know he's not on my draft list.
But yeah, so Falcomon, which is another one of the partner character Digimon, goes from Falcomon to Diatrimon, Chromon, Varodurumon, and then Jukaomon.
Am I free to play the game again?
No,
God damn it.
more cutscenes.
Oh,
You'll
it's
never be
cutscenes.
free. Not really.
I've been trying to end the episode for like 20 minutes now.
You should know better.
Apparently. It's gonna be our longest episode of Digimon yet. My computer's gonna be very happy when I start uploading these and deleting them, because goddamn, they're
Yeah.
taking up a lot of
Mhm.
space.
I'm sure.
The better quality of the game, the more video space it takes up too.
Mm-hmm.
So, something like this, even like a half-hour video takes up like 2 gigs in itself.
Killian, don't touch that, buddy.
For the
Mhm.
sake of my files, we do need to get this done.
Let's see. There's also Gabumon Partner, which goes through the normal Gabumon line.
Yeah, up to the Weregurumon and all that. I'm free!
Metal Garurumon, actually.
Oh,
It ends
yeah.
at Metal Garurumon at the end. Renamon goes through her line to Sakuimon. You get a Kunamon, which
That sounds great. This episode's been going way too long. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.